My name is Stephanie Goodman, and I am studying criminal justice at ICC.
My name is Jordan Ray, and I'm graduating in secondary ed at ICC.
Molly Wong, and I'm studying psychology at ICC.
My name is Matt Atkinson, and I am studying HVACR at ICC.
Jessica Depperman, and I'm graduating at ICC with my culinary arts and restaurant management degrees.
I'm passionate about school, about learning. I love to learn.
I've always been good with my hands. I grew up watching my dad fix stuff, everything around the house.
I'm passionate about catering and about people, which is why I initially even went into the culinary arts program, is because I love people.
I needed to do something where I was involved, and then I also wanted to help people, like counsel as well, and I figured criminal justice would be perfect.
That was when I kind of realized that I loved working with kids, and I knew I wanted to be a teacher.
And I just fell in love with it. I love learning about the mind and people.
Skilled trades, they built this country. They really did, and they still keep it going.
I think the moment when things click for people and they just feel like they did something right is a really fun moment for me to see.
The same thing I'd want for my family is what I'd want to give to the customer.
I believe the education here that I'm receiving is preparing me for real life experiences.
And I feel like I'm prepared to pretty much take on anything.
She just made it so fun and so enjoyable, so that really gave me the confidence to go into my next semester.
Just go into the kitchen and we learn about the things that we read in our textbook, and we see them do it so that then we can then practice.
Without coming through this program, a lot of the modern stuff I'd never be able to touch.
They are making us think critically about real life situations.
They've given me instruction on how to better myself as a teacher.
I would never have had that confidence and ability and feel like I'm capable if I hadn't come here.
It gives you that more advanced knowledge, so you actually have a better skill set when you do go out there.
In 2016, I won the Student Chef of the Year award from the hospitality industry.
We just went to Springfield a few weeks ago for Student Advocacy Day to talk with senators and representatives about funding two-year colleges.
He's taken us to the Peoria County Jail, and we visited around there. We even went to the Juvenile Delinquency Center.
Next week I'm going to Skills USA. It's a state trade competition. You can compete with other people who are in the same field. It's a chance to test what skills you have so far.
My professor, Kamara Taylor, she changed my life. All last semester, she really fueled me towards success.
She just gives a lot of good, positive feedback, keeps telling me to keep going and drive, and keeps pushing me on.
All of my professors have been great.
There's just good people here who want you to succeed.
Thank you to my mom for being such a blessing.
Definitely thanks to my mom.
Definitely I'd like to say thanks to my husband. He has always believed in my dream.
Definitely my family. They have helped me keep motivated, keep focused.
I'm only as good as my support system.
She's been there every step of the way to support me.
Because I got an education here, that's something that will always be a part of my life.
It's more than a piece of paper. It's a piece of pride from it.
It shows you have motivation and you're determined to get to whatever goal that you have set for yourself.
Find something that you love and stick with it.
Make your time worthwhile.
It's worth the sacrifice.
ICC is the reason I feel like I can go and be successful.
Welcome to the Illinois Central College Commencement Ceremony. The celebration will begin momentarily. Please take your seats and join us in welcoming our graduates.
And now, graduates, family members, and distinguished guests, please welcome ICC President Dr. Sheila Quirk Bailey.
Welcome to the 2017 commencement ceremony of Illinois Central College. I'm Sheila Quirk Bailey, ICC President. This year marks an important anniversary for the college. It was 50 years ago that the people of Greater Peoria voted to develop a tax-supported community college. This vote established Illinois Central College, and since that time, more than 326,000 students have enrolled for more than 9.6 million credit hours. Isn't that impressive? And counting the graduates we have before us today, we will have awarded just shy of 68,000 degrees and certificates to the citizens of Central Illinois. This marks the beginning of celebrating ICC's golden anniversary, both for our students and our community. You'll hear more about special events as they are being planned and are kicked off later this year, so please stay tuned. Before we continue, though, please join me in thanking Ryan Claus, who accompanied our processional this morning. Now, ICC's Vocal Jazz, under the direction of Julie Clemens, will perform our national anthem. Please rise and remain standing for the anthem if you are able.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave, home of the brave.
And now, please be seated for the singing of our state song, By Thy Rivers Gently Flowing.
By thy rivers gently flowing, Illinois, Illinois, o'er thy prairies verdant growing, Illinois, Illinois, comes and echo on the breeze, rustling through the leafy trees, and its mellow tones are these, Illinois, Illinois, and its mellow tones are these, Illinois.
Not without thy wondrous story, Illinois, struggle still before us, Illinois, Illinois. To our heroes we'll be true, as their visions we pursue, in abiding love for you, Illinois, Illinois, in abiding love for you.
Thank you, Vocal Jazz and Director Jumi Clemens. Aren't they amazing? Just amazing talents. So I'd like to begin by congratulating today's graduates and welcoming all of their family and friends in attendance today. Among the graduates completing their requirements for fall 2016, spring 2017, and summer 2017, we have 2,117 students qualifying for graduation, and 150 of those have a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Another 169 have a grade point average of 3.7 or higher. $453 of our graduates will receive an Associate in Arts degree. 409 will receive an Associate in Science degree. 463 will receive an Associate in Applied Science degree. And 154 will receive a General Studies degree. 29 will receive an Engineering Science degree. 795 will receive at least one certificate. And impressively, 142 students applied to receive one or more degree or certificates today. But today is much more than data and statistics. It's also a celebration of the people behind those numbers. It's a celebration of new beginnings. Charles Stambaugh will receive his Associate in Applied Science degree today. He was an Architectural Construction Technology Program graduate and served as a peer tutor and project manager for a detailed building project. He also was on the Program Advisory Committee. Charles returned to college after a long hiatus and is an excellent student, having earned a spot on the President's List and Dean's List twice. Arts and Communications Dean Carrie Schimmel describes him as someone who is always willing to, and often does, go that extra mile. For some of you, today's commencement might be bittersweet. You might be saying goodbye to friends or favorite professors or staff that you've met along the way. Perhaps you came to ICC with a friend or two, or many, and this day is very special, and you're celebrating it together. Samantha Null and Jennifer Wood have been inseparable since their kindergarten days at Jefferson Primary School in Pekin. They graduated together from Pekin High School in 2009. They were both Educational Foundation Scholarship recipients, and they are both receiving their certificates together today. Perhaps this day represents for you the overcoming of many of life's obstacles, great and small, in order to succeed. Megan Levins is receiving an Associate of Science degree today. Megan says she likes to use her life story to encourage others. When she was just 9 years old, Megan's father was the iron worker who fell from the State Farm building during its construction, leaving him a C4 quadriplegic. Then, Megan's mother passed away when she was just 17 years old. While at ICC, Megan was a Phi Theta Kappa regional president for the state of Illinois and an officer for the local chapter. She has 3 kids and recently got engaged. Despite being on a ventilator, Megan's dad was planning on being here to support her today. After all, Megan is the very first person in her family to graduate from college. Regardless of the circumstances which brought you here at this point in your life, and for whatever moment this represents for you, this is a tremendous achievement. You are to be commended, and we are all so very proud of you. Thank you again to all of the family and friends who are here to show their support for these students and soon-to-be graduates. We are also joined here today by members of the ICC Board of Trustees. Our board is elected by the voters of this district to serve as a governing board for Illinois Central College, and we so appreciate their commitment to the college and its students. Trustees, could you please stand as you are introduced? Carl Cannon, who was not able to be with us this morning, Kelly Daniels, Paula Davis, Mike Everett, our chair, Diane Lamb, Frank Mackaman, and Gail Thetford. Please join me in thanking all of our trustees for their dedication and service. Now, I would like to recognize those who have worked so diligently to prepare our students for this very important day. Would the faculty of Illinois Central College please rise? Please join me in thanking the faculty for their dedication and service. Thank you, faculty. Would the staff and administrators of ICC now rise? Again, please join me in thanking them for their efforts on behalf of students. Now, it is my privilege and honor to remember a longtime Board of Trustee member, James Polk, who passed away in November of 2016. As I read more about Mr. Polk, I'll ask that his wife, Patty Polk, please join me on stage. Mr. Polk dutifully and faithfully served on the board for nearly 20 years. During his tenure, he served 4 times as chair. Mr. Polk supported the development and focused on quality improvement programming, which led to ICC's receipt of the Silver Lincoln Award. And perhaps most of all, he worked diligently on behalf of underrepresented populations, was a strong voice for inclusion, educational access, and equal opportunity. Mr. Polk advanced diversity through his support of and development of the Diversity Department, inclusion and diversity integrated into the curriculum, and outreach to diverse populations in hiring. He helped advance the development of the Peoria campus, as well as college readiness programs to assist students. For all of these reasons, and for so many more, We honor and remember Mr. Polk with an honorary associate degree, which will be accepted on his behalf by his wife, Patty. Patty, will you join me? Patty, on behalf of the ICC Board of Trustees, the administration, the faculty, employees, and students, please accept this honorary associate degree in governance and leadership as a small token of our thanks in remembrance of your wonderful husband, James Polk, who was a wonderful friend to this community, to ICC, and its students. Thank you. Thank you. At this time, I would like to ask Dr. Tracy Morris, Vice President of Student Services, to join me in presenting the 2017 Student of the Year Awards.
Thank you, Dr. Quirk-Bailey. This year, the guidelines for Student of the Year were changed to allow us to select 3 students for the Student of the Year Award. 1 student who is seeking a certificate, 1 seeking an applied science degree, and 1 who is seeking a transfer degree. In addition to being nominated by an ICC faculty or staff member, the students were required to submit a resume as well as an essay on how ICC changed their life. They also needed 2 letters of recommendation. It is my pleasure to introduce you to our Student of the Year Award winners, and I'll ask that these students please join me on stage at this time. The Transfer Student of the Year is Janine Beaver. The Certificate Student of the Year is Luke Burmeister. And the Applied Science Student of the Year is Joshua Lawson. These students were selected based upon scholastic achievement, participation in campus and community projects, progress towards meeting goals, and exceptional standards of character. According to her nominators, Janine Beaver embodies all of these qualities. Janine is our Transfer Student of the Year, and she is from East Peoria, Illinois. Her nomination reads, Janine is a great student without peer in her enthusiasm for welding technology. She has a genuine and sincere interest in the discipline and the respect of her peers. Another nominator noted, Janine is the type of student that we as ICC staff would want as a role model for others. She has really come into her own and developed tremendously in the last 2 years. She is an extremely hard worker and encourages her fellow students just by being around them. Janine is also an Educational Foundation Scholarship recipient and was active in 2 honor societies, Sigma Kappa Delta and Phi Theta Kappa, where she was an executive board member. She also worked in the ICC library as a student assistant. Janine had this to say about her experiences here at the college. Illinois Central College has provided me with more than an education. It has given me an environment to pursue my dreams and grow as a person. It has given me opportunities to mature and a chance to build confidence in many areas of my life. Janine plans to transfer to Ferris State University in Michigan to study welding and engineering technology. Congratulations, Janine. The best of luck to you. Now I would like to read Luke Burmeister's nomination. He is our Certificate Student of the Year and is from Washington, Illinois. Luke is earning his certificate today in computer-aided mechanical drafting and also already holds an Associate of Applied Science in Mechanical Manufacturing Engineering Technology. According to one nominator, Luke is a great student who pays great attention to detail and is a dedicated student with maturity and focus that deserves recognition. Another writes, I have witnessed his work ethics: motivated, hardworking, trustworthy, prompt, and dependable. Luke is just a good, clean, all-American young man. Luke started his ICC experience as an early college student while he was still in high school. As Luke relates, those classes prepared me to become a full-time student at ICC. The professors gave me the insight to my career and have gone above and beyond in, and also outside, of class to help with schoolwork and also just talk about my plans after ICC. Next, he plans to attend Bradley University. Congratulations and well done, Luke. And now I'd like to read the nominations for Joshua Lawson of Peoria, Illinois, who is our Applied Science Student of the Year. Joshua's nomination reads in part, Josh is organized and goal-oriented and is following his career plan with a dedication I have seldom observed. I have no doubts about his future success in life, as well as in his chosen field. He has been an excellent student in our program. He applies himself in the classroom and lab and is an active participant in all activities. While at ICC, Joshua was an active member of the ICC Horticulture Club, where he served as president and attended many events and competitions with this group. And regarding his natural leadership skills, his nominator noted, he is hardworking and leads by example. Josh has always remained enthusiastic about club activities, attending and encouraging others to participate in conferences, trade shows, and other special events throughout the year. Joshua is also a veteran of our armed forces, and in his spare time, he volunteers in his church and is described as a dedicated father and husband. Joshua said of his time at ICC, quitting my full-time job at Caterpillar to return to school was a very scary decision, but it was one of the best decisions of my life. I am thankful for ICC. I have enjoyed my time here and am now looking forward to what comes next. I'm sure I'll continue my education either at ISU or SIU, but I will never forget my time as an ICC Cougar. We wish you all the best, Joshua. Congratulations. Congratulations to you all. And now, please welcome Interim Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Lisa Stick, who will announce our faculty awards.
Illinois Central College depends on its many outstanding faculty members to achieve its mission, which states, through learning, minds change. We believe by changing minds, we can change the world. Today, we honor two of these outstanding faculty members. Students nominate their instructors for this honor, and those student nominations are the basis for selecting our award winners. Unfortunately, neither of this year's award winners could be here today to celebrate with us, but we will still recognize their accomplishments nevertheless. Our Teaching Excellence Award recognizes an outstanding part-time faculty member. This year's honoree is Brian Fisher, who is an adjunct faculty member in the English, Humanities, and Language Studies Department. The award for full-time faculty is called the Gallion Award, named in memory of Jean Gallion. Professor Gallion was a beloved instructor of geology and geography and was the 1969 co-recipient of what was then called the Outstanding Teacher Award. This year's Gallion Award winner is Dr. Elizabeth Baldridge, who is a professor in the English, Humanities, and Language Studies Department. Congratulations to both of them.
Now it's time for us to take a quick quiz and a little class participation. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, and these are for everyone in attendance here today, including our guests, faculty, graduates, and even those up here with me on the stage. So are you ready? If you have ever graduated from ICC with a degree or certificate, or if you're doing so in a few minutes, would you please stand? Okay. If you have ever taken just one course, class, or workshop at ICC, would you please stand as well? As you can see, we have a lot of people here today who have taken advantage of the learning opportunities provided by Illinois Central College and are therefore now part of ICC's family network. Needless to say, we are proud of this fact and are continually impressed with all the wonderful things all of our alumni accomplish. Thank you, and you may now be seated. All of our graduates here today were able to participate in our quiz just now and will be able to describe themselves as ICC alumni in just a few minutes. Our Alumni Association is just 4 years old and already has over 370 members. If you're not already affiliated with this association, I urge you to consider joining. We want to stay connected with you, and we want to share in your future successes. And now, I would like to introduce our keynote speaker, Sue Portscheller. Sue is the Vice President of Marketing at CEFCU and recently retired from the ICC Board of Trustees after 18 years of service. During that time, she acted in the role of chair 3 times. An alum herself, Sue is dedicated to the college, and that dedication has been unparalleled. The list of accomplishments for Sue is quite lengthy, and I don't want to spoil her story by stating them all. But there is one for which I am personally thankful. Sue provided her expertise and leadership in selecting 2 of the 5 presidents in ICC's history, including the one standing before you now. She worked tirelessly to garner support for the acquisition and development of the Peoria campus and acted as an advocate for ICC in arenas too numerous to mention. She is also a philanthropist and a volunteer in our community. To me, Sue embodies the dreams that higher education can fuel. Sue, as a single mom, came to ICC to earn her associate degree and continued her education to eventually receive an MBA and eventually became a vice president of a leading organization in Central Illinois. So please now help me welcome Sue Portscheller.
Thank you. Well, good morning, graduates. Although I've been on this stage many times before as a member of the Board of Trustees, this is a very special honor for me today to be able to share my thoughts with you about ICC, not as an elected official, but as someone who has experienced ICC in the same way you have. Like many other graduation speakers, I spent a lot of time trying to think of something amazing to tell you today. Something you'll remember, something I would have liked to have heard at my own graduation. But the truth is that today, it's most important for me to be authentic with you. I can only talk about my experience and my personal story. I know you're all anxious to get to graduation parties, hang out with friends, or just get to lunch, so I promise I'll be brief. For those of you who took literature courses here at ICC, you already know about metaphors. Today, I want to talk to you about 2 metaphors, trees and stars. If you would indulge me for a minute, you'll see how that connects. As an ICC graduate, I sat right where you are a number of years ago. Thinking back to those days, it's not only an honor to be here, but it's surprising as well. You see, I was pretty much invisible the first time I attended ICC. I didn't have a special story. I had no real plan. You could say I was kind of struggling with my future. I can say that when I sat where you are, I never expected to end up divorced and a single mom. That was not going to happen to me, but it did. And the good news is that I landed on my feet eventually with the help of ICC. In fact, ICC helped me change my family tree and rearrange the stars of my destiny. Today, I'm happily married, raised a great son, and hold the position of Vice President of Marketing for a nearly $6 billion financial institution, CEFCU. It's a cool job, and all that really ties back to my experience at ICC. I started as a part-time teller at CEFCU in 1980 at the bottom of the pay scale. After my divorce, I was solely responsible for house payments, car payments, child care, and of course I worked full-time as soon as possible, but that just wasn't enough. So I was totally strapped for money, and I'll share a memory that my son recently told that really tells the story of our situation. My son Patrick remembers being about 7 years old, and he saw me wash the kitchen floor on my hands and knees. He couldn't understand why I wasn't using the mop. Well, you see, our mop broke. We couldn't afford to buy a new mop. Really, it was that bad. So, anyway, I knew I could charge a mop and I could, put on a credit card, but we couldn't pay the credit card bill when it came, so no mop. It's a little embarrassing to tell that story, but that's how life was back then. Maybe some of you have hit hard times, or maybe someone in one of your classes has experienced those kinds of financial challenges. I realized I had to do something. My son and I were struggling. Our future looked pretty bad, and I wanted something better, especially for him. I couldn't accept that this life was our destiny. That's when I turned to ICC to help me jumpstart a career and change my stars. I hope you all remember that ICC is here for you. If you ever get off track or you need to come back and get yourself back onto a better career path. That's what ICC did for me. I came back to ICC anxious to change my life. ICC helped me retool and transfer to the University of Illinois at Springfield, a school that really welcomes ICC graduates. I finished my bachelor's degree while continuing to work at CEFCU and raising my son. It was tough to juggle all that, but I finished with highest honors and went on to get a master's in business administration at Bradley University. ICC had prepared me well. So what does this have to do with trees and stars? Well, ICC helped me change my family tree, if you will. My son could have grown up in a home where we always worried about whether the next paycheck would be enough. He might have grown up not understanding the power of education because there was no example in his home. But ICC changed all that. ICC helped grow a very special branch of our family tree, one that understands, values, and supports the power of learning and the significance of a college credential. One of my proudest moments as a member of the ICC Board of Trustees was seeing my son walk across this stage several years ago to receive his associate's degree. And I had the privilege of participating in conferring his degree as a member of the Board of Trustees that year. The little college graduate branch of my family tree had grown into another branch. My son was also an ICC alum. After graduating from ICC, Patrick went on to Illinois State University. While there, he wrote a paper for a college class he was taking on how we've changed our family tree through education. He's a teacher, and he was on track to be a teacher while at ISU, so he was pretty interested in our family's educational history. He noted the tough start that my parents had. Neither had completed college, nor had a skilled trade. My mother didn't even drive a car until I was in the 5th grade. It's probably hard to imagine these days, but that was true. As the first person in my family line to complete a college or post-secondary degree, Patrick pointed out how that one milestone in my life will impact generations of people in our family, some who may not have even been born yet. So I ask you today, graduates, are you thinking about changing your family tree? You're certainly taking a great step in that direction today. And that educational branch of my tree continued to grow. A few years ago, I had a special joy in seeing my son receive his master's degree. He needed a lot of resolve because he had to do that while working full-time, coaching and raising 2 kids. Especially a 1-year-old was pretty difficult. So every parent would rejoice in such an achievement, but my joy was perhaps a little sweeter because I saw that branch of our family tree grow from my own experience at ICC as a student and as a board member. For me, the story came full circle with a lovely Mother's Day card, which I received the day of my son's master's graduation. I'd like to share part of Patrick's message to you. So my son wrote, "As you watch me walk across the stage today, take solace in the fact that your choices have impacted generations of family in a positive fashion. You laid the groundwork for all those relatives to come after, to live up to the same expectations. Work hard, go to school, do the best for your family, and give of yourself to others. All great principles for me, my kids, and my grandkids." Well, that was a pretty cool Mother's Day gift. And it speaks to how education indeed changed our family tree. Graduates, your family tree has changed today. You join the ranks of those who have demonstrated a thirst for knowledge and a willingness to grow where you're planted, so to speak. So while trees ground us to who and what we are today, stars challenge us to shine brightly into the future. Do you happen to remember a movie some years ago called A Knight's Tale, starring Heath Ledger as William Thatcher? Does anybody remember that show? It was a pretty cool movie, I thought. You see, William Thatcher was a low-born, poor Thatcher's son who, as a child, sees a parade of knights and he confidently says, "Someday I'll be a knight." Well, a man overhears him and he laughs at him. "A Thatcher's son, a knight? Well, you might as well try to change the stars." Well, that heartbroken boy asked his father, "Can that be done? Can a man change his stars?" Well, his wise and loving father says, "If he believes enough, a man can do anything." So the movie tells the story of William's struggle to reach the stars. He runs into challenges from evil knights, meets a beautiful princess, and he even befriends Geoffrey Chaucer, who some of you will maybe remember from literature class. All along the way, stars or destiny seem to be against him. In the end, William Thatcher prevails. He becomes a true knight. He defeats the evil knight, and yes, he gets the girl. It seems he actually did change his stars. Now, I can't say that an ICC education will get you knighted or in the end help you get the girl or the guy, but I can echo what my son noted in that paper he wrote so many years ago at ISU. He saw that a college education helped me advance in my career, and it allowed us a better life than my parents had. And because I was the first in my family to finish college, he in turn finished college, and he now expects his children to finish college. Education for both Patrick and for me helped us reach the stars. It illuminated our career paths, and it shines as a brilliant example for his children, my grandchildren. Never forget that education is the force that changes whatever destiny seems written in the stars for you. So let me get back to those metaphors we had to learn about in English class. Our family tree keeps us grounded to our past, but challenges us to grow and strengthen our future generations. We have a great opportunity to propagate the concept that education matters, that it is what creates strong roots and allows us to branch out into our dreams. At the same time, stars cause us to look up to see that we can shine brightly in a dark sky, that we can be part of the beautiful constellation of humanity that makes a difference in this world. All that being said, I'd be remiss not leaving you with a couple of memorable quotes on trees and stars as I close today. After all, this is a college commencement, and we probably need a little on the academic side in this message. So first, about trees. Changing your family tree now is really about paying it forward. Warren Buffett, noted financier, said, "Someone is sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree a long time ago." Although none of us can see what the future will bring, it's very likely that because you changed your family tree today with your college education, in the future, someone will reap the comfort and benefit of your efforts, even though that may be a long time off. And now for stars. The night William Thatcher was told his destiny was written in the stars, it was fixed and unchangeable. To paraphrase William Shakespeare from Julius Caesar, men at some time are masters of their fates. The fault is not in our stars, but in ourselves. You are not held by your stars, you set your own destiny. So today, ICC graduates, I congratulate you as a fellow alumni, as the proud mother of an ICC graduate, and as a humbled retiring ICC trustee. Your achievements are remarkable. You have changed your family tree, and you have proven through your own efforts that yes, you can change your stars, and yes, you have made your destiny. As an ICC graduate, I hope your destiny is as wonderful as mine has been. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Sue, for sharing your inspiring story with all of us. Today is a celebration of what this college is all about, scholarship and learning. For this reason, it's fitting that we recognize those students who have excelled in scholarship and learning. You may notice, as they walk across our stage, that some of our graduates are wearing gold cords for today's ceremony. All of these students have achieved an overall grade point average of at least a 3.75 on a 4.0 scale. Those whose overall GPA is in the range of 3.75 to 3.99 will have a high honors designation on their transcript. And those with an overall GPA of 4.0 will have highest honors designation on their transcripts. In addition to all of these students, those who have completed their academic careers at ICC with an overall grade point average of 3.5 to 3.74 on a 4.0 scale will receive the honors designation on their transcripts. Please join me in recognizing these students for their outstanding academic achievement. Also, you might notice today that one graduate is dressed in different colors. She is ICC alum Patricia Williams, who completed her bachelor's degree and will receive her diploma from Franklin University with credits she transferred from ICC. Congratulations to Patricia as well.
Would Board of Trustee Chair Diane Lamb please join me at the podium? I now ask the graduates to rise, and the faculty and staff and administration at Illinois Central College to stand as well. Too. And the Board of Trustees as well. On behalf of the faculty and staff of Illinois Central College, I present these candidates for graduation to the Board of Trustees.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty and staff, the Board of Trustees of Illinois Central College confers the appropriate degree or certificate to each graduate with all the rights, honors, and privileges hereto.
Thank you, and you may be seated. At this time, would Faculty Forum President Brett Gokin please join Chair Lamb and me in the presentation of diplomas as Dr. Tracy Morris and David Cook announce the graduates.
Luke Michael Burmeister. Janine Marie Beaver. Patricia Williams. Carson Jacob Spengler. Okay. Joshua David Lawson. Brandy LaQuay. Rhonda Renee Ware Thompson. Lottie Gabriel Randall. Eviana Irvin Smith. Charles Timothy Davis, Jr. Devin Tufel. Doris Jan E. Baker. Elizabeth Rachel Hansen. Kelly J. Kessler. Allison Kaufman. Ashley Nicole Regal. Charles Brian Bishop. Anju Sharma. Stephanie Y. Goodman. Elizabeth Punky. Shelby Lynn Rose. Amanda Nicole Melly. Emily Ann Harter. Megan Elaine McCausland. Abigail Elizabeth Shute. Charles Mark Stambaugh. Evelyn E. Marticio. Sheldon Eugene Kidd. Angela Louise Fleming. Molly Megan Watt. Takoya Shantae King. Modesty Deshay Jones. Skylar Reed. Hugh Thomas Gill. Sarah Elizabeth Strauss. Tierra Monet Holland. Rashida Jasmine Hickman. Mateen Tajif. Susan Michelle Jacobs. Megan Irene Wink. Jessica Lou Fusselman. Dietrich Somerville.
Donnie Boyette. Brett Reiser. Angelina Johnson. Janaris Wyatt. Janelle Valdovinos. Jennifer Rodriguez. Mijah Dean Higdon. Angela Gale Ginn. Teresa Marie Bailey. Rebecca Brown. Bettina Marie Black. Heather Renee Harvey. Jennifer Lukehart. D'Angela Marie Broadhurst. Lysandra Sivell Williams. Kevin Gunter. Noah Thomas Shicott. Kevin Charles Stevenson. Thomas Edward Farrell. MacGyver Cole Hofferkamp. Alyssa Marie Barrick. Jennifer Lynn Wood. Samantha Nicole Carnes-Null. Jasmine Nichelle Parker. Gabriel Jaja. Bethany Crystal Hall. Megan Nicole Lovins. Lauren Nicole Stevenson. Tanisha Shanae White. Gerald Martis. Autumn Brooke Hicks. Matthew M. Hawley. Caitlin Michelle Shook. Hannah Marie Rogers.
Courtney Linville. Jessica Margaret Depperman. Bethany Dobler. Anwin Michelle Mahoney. Sarah Elizabeth Konecki. Jaza Reclay Riley. Gaston Eduardo Pondal. Justin Jamar Stuckey. Carly Marie Williams. Monica J. Cheney. Christian Joel Navoa. Corey Ann Mayhall. Callie Therese Stoyas. Courtney Beth Madison Rast. Shelby Lynn Stevenson. Mikaelin Renee White. Tadesha Tanique Irby. Lakibra Tier Johnson. Nicole Eleonora Welsh. Carrie Ann Williamson. Caitlin Elizabeth Beckner. Hannah Alexandria White. Jessica Marie Walbaum. Jenny Renee Geen. Jackie Renee McCown. Jenna Lee Working. Chris Handigan. Paul Jonathan Disney. Rochelle Christina Eiselt. Justin Marcus Jowers. April Elizabeth Staub. Tara Lynn Golden.
Dawn Mitchell. Colton Lee Esty. Quinn Murphy. Christian Daniel Lane. Wesley Roberts Lane. Laura Catherine Pollitt. Carolina Schmielski. Samantha Nicole Koch. Abdelwale A. Assad. Gabriel N. Nsiangani. Brittany Nicole Williams. Amy L. Willis. Christopher Daniel Kittleson. Brock P. Doyle. Norbert Jedruziak. Trent Eugene Duncan. Brody Michael Renner. Tyler John Smith. Matthew Tyler Hill. John Francis Meyer. Garrett Lee Wolf. Darren David Iffett. Manuel A. Fuentes. Larry J.D. Hatton. Rebecca Beard. Melody Walker. Haley Tayel Fleming. Elisette De Souza Street Matter. Nicole L. Whitelow.
Samuel Walker Pegram.
Good job, Sam.
Dalton Allen White. Charlene Ramona Dennis. Tabitha Nicole Farmer. Emily Christine Tyler. Sarah Constance Clark. Tristan Michael Berg. Jeremy Markle. Maxwell Chase Harris. Cody Lee Sisk. Corey Nathaniel Jacobs. Oh, I thought they had him off the stage. So I thought that was... Brady Eugene McAfee. Kevin Daniel Crum. Shane Patrick Highland. Carly Ann Ronaldo. Melinda Margaret Hubert. Susan Christine Percival. Eric Neil Lester. Adam Michael Wilcoxon. Amanda Lynn Tall. Samantha Joyce Kovach. Catherine Leanne Fulkenroth. Shay Lyndon Perry. Haley Lynn Miller. Patricia Maria List. Jacob Tyler Stafford. James Michael Grove. Matthew Atkinson. Derek Travell Dennis. Charles Eric Grandson.
Andrew J. Waller. John Bader. Tracy Renee Moore. Carissa Jokira Shipper. Jacqueline Rochelle Durst. Alicia Faith Ramirez. Timothy Crumline. Adam Womble. Robin Gomez Tila. Brian Joseph Kukulka. Maria Lynn Kellenberger. Gabrielle Rogers. Dana Noel Traver. Thank you. Aaron Dana Rademacher. Brandon Lynn Palmer. Stacy Marie Alfredson. Brian Douglas Cox. Bailey Nicole Hammond. Nicholas Robert Stone. Taylor Allen Fitsanko. Tyler Lee Quinton. Coy Dwayne Parshaw.
Tara Lynn Robinson. Jessie Danielle Curry. Caitlin Amanda Curry. Christopher David Pavelka. Nancy Ann Kadiri. Elizabeth V. Rubio. Patricia Sue Basil. Jamie Lynn Kramer. Brooke Nicole Ulrich. Darcy R. Stouthammer. Catherine M. Morgan. Sarah Rose Farrell. Alexandra Noel Qualls. Edna Kmento Unkendi. Jesse Andrew Cummings. Jennifer Marie Milthaler. Kelly Ann Richardson. Emily Kate Collins. Katarina May Kieswetter. Chase Sims. Alyssa Danielle Riley. Jacole Lucretia Browder. Heather Leanne Harter. Sherry Lynn Henriksen. How's your middle name? Dakota Von Touchton. Tiffany Nicole Clark McCrae. Emma Lynn Brown. Monica Lynn Ibeck. Amy Lynn Whitner. Anna Kate Gracia. Elizabeth Grace Sanchez.
Corina Faye Pugh. Natasha Brucker. Brandon Harris. Etta Wallace. Kayla Abney. Jamie Nicole Hoffmeyer. Natalie Nicole Ayaculo. Danielle Marie Mays. Elizabeth Ann Fogelmark. Shannon Lynn Kimler. Jordan Taylor Zimmerman. Courtney Colleen Huffman. Derek James Fell. Lawrence Lee Ebert II. Jennifer Sue Michelle Greer. Kimberly Lorraine Pompa. Terrence M. Cotton. Sikar Lamar King. Cal Archibald III. Jair William Archibald. Stephanie Elizabeth Orendorf. Alexis Taylor Benson. Bryce Timothy Galvin. Alexis Nicole Boyer. Emily Kathleen Hilbert. Amanda Naomi Davis. Rachel Lynn Cook. Jeremy Logan Bordner. Nicholas King. Nicholas Michael Price. Greg T. Sendelbach. Krishan Janae Johnson.
Nicholas James Rogie. Mary Ramirez. Alexis Shamir Blair. Ronald Marcus Powell. Blake Rayford. Maya Braylin Nichols. Aaliyah Shantae Jones. Chance Tapley. Lorena Diaz. Jenna Michelle Smith. Kinsey K. Emanuels. Kaylee Nicole Ewing. Alexandria Marie Comstock. Ariel Caroline Trapp. Trevor W. Dooley. Michael Forbes. Austin Patrick Strong. Sabrina Lourdes Vior. Joy Marie Voorhees. Amber Hankins. Madison Nicole David. Oh, sorry. Rachel Ann Dixon. I didn't want to get it up there, Mom. Amanda Joe Haynes. Jennifer Lynn Short. Francis Oliver Palm. Barbara Sue Kime Green. Evan Michael McDowell. Jordan Lee Ray. Tiffany Renee Hasty. Angel Hart Compton.
Cindy Janet Hatfield. Jacqueline Oseguera. Molly Ann Wong. Renee Lynn Ellison. Stacy Hinshaw. Anna Isabel Conde Koss. Susana Rivera. Tyler Aaron Durham. Frank David Holtschlag. Bryce Schaefer. Daniel Thomas Lachlan.
Good. So just Alex Borgia.
Alex Borjevich. Logan James Scott. Adam Tyler Ebertshauser. Kayla Shea Brooks. Susan E. Davis. Alex Timothy Eaton. Tia Nate Galloway. Natalie Carol Foff.
Now, we will continue an Illinois Central College tradition with the performance of our alma mater entitled Ancaro Imparo. These words were attributed to the great Italian Renaissance painter and sculptor Michelangelo, who even at the age of 87 was proud to say, Ancora imparo, which means, I am still learning. This motto recognizes the college's role in nourishing and promoting lifelong learning.
Teaching students through the years how honorably you stood. ICC, our alma mater, though we must depart, will remain your sons and daughters deep within our hearts. Every season faithfully up your doors. Eager minds, both young and old, to students rich and poor, shining bright with knowledge in the heart of Illinois. You enable higher education, hope, joy. Education, hope, and joy. Proud alumni, fiercely loyal, will remember you. All we hope to do daily, we will build a better future for tomorrow. Thanks to you, I am still learning. Ancora
Thank you once again, Vocal Jazz. And finally, I ask the attention of our graduating class. Will all of our graduates please rise? Before we conclude, I'd like to give you the opportunity to thank those who have supported you through your academic journey, be it your parents, spouses, children, family, friends, or whoever that may be. Graduates, please take a moment and thank them with your applause. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Having completed the graduation requirements and received your diplomas, you, as the 2017 graduates of Illinois Central College, may now turn your tassels to the left side. And finally, having completed your graduation requirements, I want to leave you with the words of Mother Teresa. Reportedly, she had them written on the wall of her children's home in Calcutta. You may know this poem, and I think its advice is appropriate as we send you off today. As I read the poem, you'll note that every line ends in the word anyway, and I would like the graduates to join me in saying the word anyway. People can be unreasonable, irrational, and self-centered. Forgive them anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of being selfish or having ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some unfaithful friends and possibly genuine enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and sincere, people may deceive you, but be honest and sincere anyway. If you spend years creating things for yourself, they could be destroyed overnight, but create them anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, some may be jealous of you, but be happy anyway. The good you do today may be forgotten, but do good anyway. Give the best you have, and it may not be enough, but always give your best anyway. For in the final analysis, it's between you and your conscience. It was never between you and them anyway. Everyone, please join me in congratulating today's graduates with a standing ovation. And now I ask our guests to please remain seated as we begin the recessional. Thank you so much.
I was born in a thunderstorm. I grew up overnight. I played alone, I played on my own, but I survived. I wanted everything I never had, like the love that comes with life. I wore envy and I hated that, but I survived. I'm still breathing, I'm still breathing, I'm still breathing, I'm still breathing. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
I found solace in the strangest place, way in the back of my mind. I saw my life in the strangest face, and it was mine. One-way ticket to the place where all the demons go. And don't change, another on the ground could ever grow. Hopes and lights, you taught to cry out of your door. I survived.
I'm still breathing, I'm still breathing, I'm still breathing, I'm still breathing. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
I have made every single mistake that you could ever possibly make. Took what you gave. You never noticed that I was in pain. Knew what I wanted, I went out and got it. Did all the things that you said that you wanted. Told you that I would never be forgotten. And all in spite of you.
I'm still breathing, I'm still breathing, I'm still breathing, I'm still breathing. I'm alive, but I'm still breathing. You took it all, 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 but I'm still breathing. I'm still breathing. You took it all, but 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 I'm still breathing.
Makeup on this Friday night, and it won't be long till I hit the dance floor. I got all I need. Oh, no, I ain't got cash, I ain't got cash, but I got you, baby. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I love cheap thrills. Baby, I don't need dollar bills to have fun tonight. I love cheap thrills. Oh, and another one bites the dust. Oh, why can I not conquer love? And I might have thought that we were one. Wanted to fight this war without weapons. My life got thick skin and an elastic heart. But your blade, it might be too sharp. I'm like a rubber band until you pull too hard. Yeah, I may snap and I move fast. You won't see me fall apart. Won't see me fall apart. 'Cause I've got an elastic heart. Got an elastic heart. I've got an elastic
Twins, I was a broken thing. Had a voice, but I could not sing. You wind me down. I struggled on the ground. Oh, this is a scream inside that we all try to hide. Oh, we hold on so tight, but I don't wanna die. No, I don't wanna die. So I don't care if I sing off key. I find myself in my melodies. I sing for love, I sing for me. I shout it out like a bird set free. Oh, I don't care if I sing off key. I find myself in my melodies. I sing for